today we're making a beautiful vintage heart cake. I absolutely love how this turned out, especially with all of the little details. Leave a comment down below what you guys think, and don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, and let's get started. There's two ways to make a heart cake. Number one is by buying a heart-shaped pan, and number two is by baking off a round cake like we did and getting a piece of parchment paper, cutting it into the shape of a heart, laying that on top of your cake, and cutting off the excess cake. I've already done my crumb coat, so we're going to move on to the base layer. It's going to take an extra second just to get a very smooth base because you have all those ridges and corners, but take the extra second just because we want a very smooth base because we're going to have a lot of design on the sides. Also, if you guys have a TikTok account, don't forget to go like my brand new page that I've started over there. If you do go check out that channel, it has the same username, LovesomeSweets. It is going to be about all the cakes that I make here on my channel, but created into shorts. And I've also started making shorts here, posting on my YouTube channel, so go check that out. I have a few posts on there already. So don't forget to give it a thumbs up so we can continue to make more cake videos. Once you get your cake iced, now we're ready for the decoration. So we're going to be using a Wilton Tip number 104. I'm going to link everything I use down in the description below today. You're going to be making small little ruffles, and if you've never made ruffles before, they're all going to be pretty much the same. You're just going to be making small little movements up and down until you get a very little wiggly ruffled look. And we're going to do this all around the cake. Next, I'm taking a slightly darker shade of pink, and it's going to be a shell tip number 21. And with that same color, now we're going to use a tip number 16. And we're going to be making our little ruffles going up and down. If you've never done this before, I find it a whole lot easier if you make little indents along the top of your cake, just so it gives you an idea of where you're going to be going down and coming back up, just so you have an evenly based ruffle going up and down. Next, you're going to go back and get that bag of white icing, and you're going to put a Wilton Tip number 2. We're going to be making little loops on top of our ruffles, so if you've never done this, no worries. You're going to start at one point, lightly press in, and the key is to have good consistent pressure when you are making that loop, and then you're going to pull away from the cake so it doesn't get caught on the cake, and then attach it to where you're wanting to set the end point. Next, we're going back with that Wilton Tip number 104, the same tip that we used for the white. We're going to make that same ruffled texture, but we're just doing it in a up and down ruffled look, and we're going to be going in between the medium points of our top ruffle. This next piping tip is a slightly smaller ruffled tip. It is a Wilton number 104. The only difference is between this one and the one prior is that it's a little bit smaller and shorter, which is going to give us a little bit more flared look rather than elongated ruffled. No worries if you don't have smooth edges. We're going to go back with a white piping bag number 14. This is another shell, but slightly smaller than the one we used down below. And you're just going to want to go over that last ruffle, a little more consistent look to it. And if you made any little mistakes along the way, this is a really easy part to cover up. Going back to that same dark pink Wilton number 21 that we used on the bottom, we're going to be going back with a Wilton Tip number 14. It's a slightly smaller shell than the one prior, and it's really going to help finish off this beautiful design. We're going to be making little roses on the top. The easiest way to make a rose is using our Wilton Star Tip number 21, and we're just going to apply even pressure, and we're just going to go in a little circle. There you go. Now you have a little rose. Now, what do you guys think about this cake? Leave a comment down below. don't forget to stay for the cake cutting. Today's special flavor of the day is red velvet. If you guys like red velvet, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Lastly, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.